just settle down somewhere. Okay. So let's get ourselves settled, coming into whatever comfortable position works for you this morning. And if you would like, you can lie down. If you want to stay sitting up, then you're perfectly welcome to. So just finding your comfortable position, whatever that might mean right now, and just relaxing into it. So if that's lying down, you might be just letting the weight of your body sink down into the floor, through the back and the legs. But if you're sitting up, then make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall and straight, head balanced on top of your spine, with the chin more or less parallel to the floor and the crown of your head up towards the sky. Allow your shoulders to relax, let them drop down towards the floor, having a sort of sensation of heaviness in the shoulders and the arms. Sensation of heaviness in the hips and the buttocks. Relaxing your legs, hips, knees and ankles and feet. Having a sense of groundedness in all the parts of your body that are in contact with the floor. Really just letting your weight drop down into those points of contact. Taking your awareness now to the rhythm of your breath, just the natural rhythm of your breath. And watch it for a few moments, just moving in and out of your body. As far as possible, try to breathe in through the nose, but you may like to breathe out either through the nose or the mouth. The reason for this is that the nose is our natural filter, so it's good as far as possible to breathe in through the nose, as long as it's not blocked or you have any other reason to not breathe through the nose. As you're watching your gentle, natural breath, begin now to take your awareness into your physical body. Noting any sensations in the legs and the arms, the torso, at the front of the body and the back of the body. Noticing sensations in the neck, back of the neck, the head. Bringing your awareness to your face and noticing sensations there. And then into the throat. And noticing, are there any areas of tightness, of tension, or aches or pains anywhere in your body? And if there are, just accept them, that they're there right now. Also take note of where the areas of comfort and ease are in the body. So don't just focus on those sore bits. Notice where you feel ease, comfort in the body. And just take a moment now to go through the common areas where we tend to hold tension. So let's start down in the hips, and maybe if you like, just shift and move a little bit to release any tension out of the hips. And then the shoulders, and again, you can, if you like, just make a few little movements, little adjustments, just to really make sure that your shoulders feel relaxed. Take the awareness now up into the jaw. Make sure that you're not clenching your teeth together or even having the teeth together. Separate the teeth a little bit, because even when they're just together a little bit, sometimes that can cause a little bit of tightness or tension there. So just gently let the bottom jaw drop away from the upper jaw. Taking your awareness to the forehead, making sure the forehead feels relaxed and smooth. Taking the awareness now into the back of the neck, noticing how that feels, maybe moving the head and neck a little, just to shake out any tightness in your neck. Now bringing your awareness back to your breath and just focusing firmly on your breath for a moment. And just taking a slightly deeper breath in. And as you exhale, trying to gently lengthen your exhale. So just taking a little bit of control over the rhythm of your breath. Making it as deep as feels comfortable for you. And remember, during the postures, during the practice, the posture practice that we're going to do, always try to keep an awareness of your breath. This will help you to know when you're taking it too far in the posture, when you can take it a little bit further even, because your breath should always be at ease. So if you move too deep into the posture and the breath starts to become very labored, you find it very hard to keep the breath even and smooth, then that's probably an indication that you might want to just back off a little bit out of the posture. And it might not be very much. So today, let's really keep our minds on our breath and also on the sensations that we're experiencing in our bodies. These are also very important indications that the posture is working or not working for us. So it's not so much what the posture looks like from the outside, but more what it feels like from the inside. So let's keep those two things in mind as we practice this morning. How does my body feel? And how is my breath? So just taking a nice deep breath in through the nose now, and as you exhale, you can sigh that breath out through the mouth and just let go of everything we've just thought about or talked about. And do that another couple of times. And then just give yourself a little stretch in whatever way you want. Stretch out your arms and your legs a bit, because we're going to stay seated for a little bit longer. But as we've been sat there for a little while already, just take a moment to stretch out. And then you can recross your legs if you have them crossed, or if you were laying down, sit up. And if you want to, you can cross your legs the other way. And we're just going to place the hands on the knees to begin with. And we're just going to start with these nice body circles that I like so much. So as you inhale, you can bring the body forwards, maybe stick the chin out a little. And as you exhale, come back, tuck your chin towards your chest. And you can make your circles as big or as small as feels comfortable for you. And you may like to increase or decrease the circles depending on how it feels. So remembering, watch your breath, feel your body. Keep the breath smooth and even. And the body should feel comfortably challenging. So when we're doing a posture, you might feel a little bit of challenge in the pose, but it should still be within what you would consider comfortable. So as you come back to the center this time, you can pause for a moment, relax anything that's tightened up, and begin the other way. then coming back to the center, sitting nice and tall, relaxing the shoulders, lengthening through the neck. So we're just going to try and get some expansion in the chest. So bring your hands onto your heart. Just place one hand over the heart and then the other on top. And as we inhale, we're going to expand the arms, expand the chest up towards the sky, even tip the chin up towards the sky. And as you exhale now, you're going to wrap your arms around yourself, tuck your chin into your chest and really pull in. Inhale, so you're arching the back here, expanding up. And as you exhale, rounding your back and pulling everything in towards you. So we're just going to do that a few more times. Inhaling to expand and exhaling to draw everything in. So let's just do one more now. Expanding out, exhaling, pulling it in. And then coming back up into that position with one hand on the heart and the other one on top. Just rest there for a moment, relax your shoulders. And then you can stretch your arms out to the side so that your fingertips are on the floor, around the sort of out to the hips, the level of the hips. And as we inhale, we're going to bring one arm up and over the head. Reach and stretch to the opposite side. And as we exhale, bring that arm, float it back down to the floor. Inhaling the other arm up and over, keeping the sit bone that we're moving away from grounded. And exhaling, floating that arm back down to the floor. So move at your rhythm, your pace. Keep going with these side stretches a few more times. So remembering which side you started with and do one more on both sides. And then rest the arms down, perhaps even relax your hands onto your legs somewhere comfortable. Okay, so if you want to, you can extend your legs out, uncross them for a moment, shake them out if you have them crossed. And then we're going to lean back on the hands, gently draw the shoulders away from the ears and bend the legs so that your feet are quite wide, sort of more or less the width of your mat. Take your toes off the floor, so you're just on your heels. We're going to rotate on the heels, inhaling, taking the knees down to one side and exhaling them over to the other side. And you might find that they're a bit stiff the first time or the first few times that you do this, but as you pass the knees side to side, the knees might gradually move a little closer to the ground. So coming back to the center now, and we're just going to move one leg. So draw the knee in towards the opposite foot or opposite ankle and then back out again. And then the same on the other side. And if your bum slides forwards like mine is, then you can just slide it back a little as you come back to the center. Try to keep your shoulders drawing away from your ears and your chest lightly lifted. Come back to the center now and bring your legs together, feet and knees together, and just move side to side again, this time keeping your legs together. And then you can come back to the center and stretch your legs out. Give yourself a little shake, your arms and legs. Okay, so let's come onto our hands and knees. Taking your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And instead of just doing the regular cat-cow that we quite often do, we're just going to let the body move in any way you want. So that you know the cat-cow, arching the back up and down, but add into that anything you like. So perhaps a little bit of circling with the hips, a bit of figure eight with the body. Just play around with it, see what your body feels like today. Shifting your hips backwards and forwards as well, with any amount of sideways, up and down movement that you want to fit in there. Just really experiment and play with your body. Remember, keep your breath smooth and easy. There's no wrong way to do this. The only wrong way is if it doesn't feel good. So let's come back to stillness now. And just for a moment, stand up on your knees, tuck your thumbs onto your palms, wrap your fingers around your thumbs, and just give your wrists a little rotate out. So do a few one way, and we don't need to be particularly specific about how we're doing this today. Just rotate your wrists out in whatever way feels nice right now. And then you can flatten the palms so they're facing towards the floor. As you inhale, face them forwards away from you. And as you exhale, bring the palms back so they face towards you. So as you inhale, the fingertips will go up towards the sky, palms forwards. And as you exhale, fingertips towards the floor, palms back. And then you can give your arms and your hands a little shake out and come back into that tabletop pose on the floor. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Gently draw the front of your body back towards the back of your body. So just gently pulling in with the belly, with the ribs, gently drawing the shoulders away from your ears, lengthening through your spine. So you can imagine if you're pushing your tailbone back, you're lengthening the crown of your head forwards. Take a couple of breaths here in this position, just activating the body. And now we're going to tuck the toes under and press up into downward facing dog. So gently lift the knees off the floor, press the hips up and back, press the belly towards the thighs, and straighten the legs as far as feels comfortable. You don't have to straighten them completely to begin with. And then start to just gently straighten and bend one leg at a time. So you're just gently opening up the backs of your legs. Really pressing nice and firm into the floor with your hands. And then after a while, just bring your legs to stillness, pressing the heels towards the floor. Maybe they reach, maybe they don't, doesn't matter. Hips high towards the sky. And a nice sensation of length from your hands to your hips. Take a few deep breaths here. Take 3 deep breaths. And then we're going to gently walk our feet up towards our hands. Let your body stay hanging over your legs, but just allow your hands to come off away from the floor as much as you need to as you walk your feet forwards. Spread your toes out, ground down through your heels, and allow yourself to hang now over your legs. And do keep your knees a bit bent. Don't completely straighten your legs here. Let it be soft. And you can take hold of your elbows if you like and just swing your body a little side to side. Maybe even bounce the body a little up and down. And maybe even do a bit of both, swinging and bouncing at the same time. And then come back to the center, come back to stillness, let your arms hang back down to the floor. Bend the knees a little bit more, really press your feet into the ground, and as you inhale, roll yourself up to standing. So coming up with a nice rounded spine, letting the shoulders open, the chest open, and then finally drawing your head up on top of your spine. Opening and unfolding into a standing posture, mountain posture, nice and tall. As you take an inhale now, imagine a sense of expansion in the top part of your body, through your shoulders, your head. And as you exhale, imagine yourself really grounding down into the floor, feeling your feet rooting down into the ground. And let's just take 2 more deep breaths like that. Inhaling, feeling expansion in the top half of your body, and exhaling, rooting and grounding in the bottom half of your body. One more time, inhale to expand. Exhale to root and ground. Let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Soften your body. Let go of any tightness. We're going to take a breath in now, and as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhaling, raise your arms up towards the sky, and you may look up as well. Little back bend. Exhale, fold forwards and down, bringing the hands to the floor if they reach, or onto the shins if they don't. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine about parallel to the floor with the body. Exhale and fold back down towards the ground. As you inhale, maybe you might like to take your arms out to the sides this time as you come all the way back up to standing, arms above your head. Look up, little back bend, and exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. So the half salute to the sun, we're going to repeat that a few times. Inhale, arms up. Little back bend. Exhale, folding forwards and down, bringing your fingers to touch wherever they reach, shins or floor. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, folding back towards the legs. Inhaling, back up. You may take your arms out to the side if you prefer, and you can go down with the arms out to the side as well. Hands back to the heart as you exhale. Pause here. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling to fold forwards and down. Halfway lift, inhale. Folding back towards the legs, exhale. All the way back to standing as you inhale. Back to the heart, exhale. Let's just do that one more time. No instruction from me, just go at your own rhythm, your own pace. When you finish, just pause, perhaps let your arms relax down by your sides, maybe shake out arms and legs, whatever feels like you might need to shake them out. So we're going to go through that again, but we're going to step back on, so we're going to be on the knee. So if you think you might need some padding for your knee, get a little cushion or a blanket or whatever you fancy to have under your knee if you think you might need it, and I quite often do, so I'm going to put it there just in case. And then when you're ready, we'll go into that low lunge. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling the hands to the heart. As you inhale, take your arms up. And as you exhale, folding forwards and down. Let's do the halfway lift. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. And then with your next inhale, step your right leg back and bring your knee down to the floor or onto your pillow. There it is. Ground yourself nice and firmly. Take a moment now to spread out your toes. If you've got your back toes tucked under, spread those out as well. Spread the front toes, ground your hands. Gently pull your belly off away from your thigh. Now, it might still be touching, mine is, but just have a sense of drawing the belly in and up away from your thigh. Lengthen through your spine, gently draw your shoulders away from your ears, and take a few breaths here. Just take a few breaths in this low lunge position. Now we're going to inhale and raise the arms up above the head, lengthening through the body. Watch your breath, keep it smooth and even, remember? And now take your right hand and bring it down onto the outside edge of your left knee and twist yourself so you're turning to the left, stretching the left arm back behind you. Again, keep breathing here, nice, easy breathing. If you may like to swap your hands for your elbow, and then you can maybe bring the palms of your hands together and put a little bit of pressure between your elbow and your knee, which may assist you a little more into the twist. Inhale to release this, stretch the arms back up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the floor. Ground your palms on the floor now if you can. If you can't, stay up on your fingertips. Or if you have blocks, which maybe you probably don't have handy, but if you do, you can always put blocks underneath your hands. Lift the back knee off the floor now. Lengthen and strengthen that leg. So strengthen the thigh, strengthen the buttock. Stretch into the heel behind you. Keep your right hand down on the floor, and as you inhale, open up to the left, lifting the left arm up. Again, just take a few deep breaths here. Exhale, bring the left hand back down to the floor, bring the knee back down to the floor. Lengthen through your body. And as you exhale now, send your hips back and straighten your front leg. And you might like to walk your hands back as you're doing this. Lift the toes away from the floor, the front toes, draw them back towards the body. So we're extending through the back of the front leg now. Take a few breaths here. Keeping your breath nice and smooth and easy. Keeping the shoulders drawn away from the ears and lengthening through your spine. With an exhale, come forwards, bending the front knee again, walking your hands back, forwards alongside your feet. Take a nice deep inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, step your back foot forwards, forward fold. Inhaling, standing all the way back up. And exhaling, bring your hands back to your heart. Pause for a moment, take a deep breath. Maybe if you like, relax your arms, shake out your arms and legs for a minute before we do the other side. So when you're ready, ground your feet once more. Bring your arms or hands, to the heart to exhale. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands down to the floor, onto the shins. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. As we inhale now, step the left leg back this time. Ground the knee onto the floor. Lengthen. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Spread out your toes. Take a moment here, pull the belly up away from your thigh, even though it's actually still touching, quite possibly. Just gently pull the belly in and up away from your thigh. And then we're going to inhale, bring the arms up above the head. Nice length through the front and the back of the body. Keeping your belly a little drawn in, and this helps to protect your low back. Keeping the ribs a little drawn in also. Bring your left hand now to the outside edge of your right knee and stretch back and open to the right. Right arm reaches back. You may like to look back, but that might not feel so great for your neck, so you might prefer to stay looking forwards or to the side. And if you feel like it, you can exchange your hand for your elbow and then gently bring the palms of the hands together. Put a little bit of pressure in between your elbow and your knee and see if you can move a little bit more into that twist. But this option is not one that necessarily is for everybody, so you don't have to. You can stay with the previous one also. As you inhale, stretch your arms back up. Exhale, hands back down to the floor. Take a moment here, lengthening. And then lifting your back leg, strong in the thigh, strong in the buttock, driving the back heel back to the sort of wall behind you. Adjust if you need to. If you need to hop it in a little bit more, feel free. And then ground your left hand on the floor now. As you inhale, open the top arm up towards the sky, chest up to the right side. And again, find a comfortable place for your gaze, which might mean towards the ceiling, but it might mean towards the floor. Exhale, bring the hand down. Slowly lower the knee. Lengthening through the spine. And as you next exhale, step your back foot forwards into a forward fold. All the way up to standing. And exhaling the hands to the heart. Pause and relax. Maybe relaxing your arms down, shaking out your legs, your arms. Okay, so you can turn yourself so that you are sideways on your mat and take your feet wide-ish. Have your feet so that they're parallel. And have your hands on your hips. And we're just going to get a little playful here. So we're just going to let the hips slide side to side in whatever way feels kind of nice. And you can let your shoulders get involved as well if you like. You might even like to bend the knees a little as you're doing this. So you're really getting a whole load of stuff going on in your side body. And you might like to even take this to the diagonal, which gets a little bit more complicated, but it's quite fun. So just moving and stretching in little ways that we don't very often do, except for when we're leaping around on the dance floor, of course, which unfortunately there hasn't been a lot of that going on recently since we've been in lockdown. So get it here now in your yoga class. Okay, and then you can gradually bring that back to stillness and just relax. Maybe take your shoulders for a little roll. So now we're going to turn the heels in and the toes out. Take a nice lengthen through your spine as you inhale, and as you exhale, let your knees go out to the sides, let your bum sink down towards the floor. Try and get your knees to go in the direction of your toes, and you might like to place your hands on your thighs. So just pause here. You can also place your hands at your heart. You can also interlock the fingers and let the arms hang down into the center. You can do what feels comfy for you. Press down into the floor as you inhale to stand up. Relax, maybe shake those hips out a little again. Okay, so we're going to come back down into this and we're going to make it move this time. So I like to have my hands on my thighs when I'm doing this because I find it a little bit more stable than having them at the heart or anywhere else. So you can experiment. Take a nice deep breath, exhale, come down into the goddess pose. Try to maintain the pelvis fairly neutral, so the tailbone is working towards the floor and the belly is pulling back towards the spine, as are the ribs. And then we're just going to begin to kind of shift side to side. So one leg straightens and the other leg bends a bit more. And you can just play with this and you might find, ooh, I can lift the toes off of this leg that you're straightening. You might find that, ooh, I can take my legs a little wider and maybe even go down a little lower. And then come to one side and just stay there. See if you can lift the toes of your straight leg off the floor and just stay there. You may even try lifting the heels off the heel off the bent leg and seeing if you can go down towards the floor. So remember, just go to your level. Stay here and come back to the center. Move side to side a little again. And then let's take that to the other side. Lift the heel or the toes off the floor first of all on the straight leg. See how that feels, stay there. Try lifting the heel of the other foot. And maybe if you feel like it, take your bum down towards the floor. Pause here. And this might be right the way up here, and that's fine. And then come back up and take yourself side to side a few more times. Come back to the center, take your knees out to the sides. Come back to the prayer pose if you like, tuck the tailbone under, lengthen through the spine. As you inhale, press your feet into the floor to rise back up to stand. Relax your arms. Gently wriggle your feet back in to about hip width apart. Whew. Stand tall for a moment. So put your hands on your hips now, and we're just going to make some circles. Just ease out any tightness in the back there. Imagine drawing a circle around your feet with your pelvis. And then take those circles back the other way. Unwind. And then we're going to come back to stillness and step your feet wide again. So this time we're going to bring the hands onto the hips for now. And as we inhale, we're going to lift the heart up towards the sky, bend back. You can support your lower back by putting your hands back. Let your chin rise up as much as you can. And then as you exhale, fold forwards and down, slide your hands down your legs. Just let yourself fold as far forwards as feels comfortable. Hold it there for a moment. And then inhale, coming back to neutral, standing tall. Hands on the hips. Inhale, lengthen up, lifting the heart, arching the back. Head drops back, hips move forwards. Exhaling, bringing the body forwards and down. Slide your hands down your legs. Relax, shake out the head and neck perhaps. Inhale back to neutral. Hands on the hips. One last time, one of those. Lengthening through the front of the body, arching up and over this barrel. Imagine you've got a barrel behind you, you're arching up and over. And then exhale, folding forwards and down. Let your hands slide down your legs. Shake out your head and neck. Stay here now and breathe. Inhale, lengthen through the body, maybe lift it up a little bit. And take both your hands over to one leg. Pull your body towards that leg. Gently with the effort of the body, not with the legs. And then keeping hold of your leg with the opposite hand. So if it's left leg, it's right hand. If it's right leg, it's left hand. And then lift the other arm up towards the sky. And again, choose your gaze to suit your neck. Exhale, coming back down to the center. Let yourself hang, hands on both legs. Shake out the neck. And then move both hands to the other side. Lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, draw your body towards the leg. Keeping hold of the leg with the opposite hand. Inhale to reach up towards the sky with the other one. Exhaling, coming back to the center. Shake out your head and neck. Lengthen through your spine as you inhale and come up to stand. Pressing your feet into the floor to help you stand up. Ooh. Shake out. Wriggle your feet together. Shake out your legs. Give your whole body a little wriggle, whatever you want to do. And then we're going to come down onto the floor. So lying down on your back. Lying down on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, feet about hip width apart. Just have your arms alongside your body. Maybe let the palms roll over so they're upwards if that feels more comfortable. And we're just going to take a few moments to relax here. Just follow the rhythm of your breath. Notice all the sensations in your body. can you just relax just a little bit more into the floor? Is there something that you can do that will make you feel just maybe 5 or 10% more at ease? And now hug your knees up towards your chest. So just wrap your hands lightly around either your shins or around the backs of your thighs, either one. And just take a few breaths there. And then we're going to bring the hands onto the knees and we're going to straighten out one leg. So if you like, you can let it go all the way down to the floor. But if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, if you make your core work a little bit more, you can keep it just off the floor. Because what we're going to do is we're going to swap. So just as an exhale, draw your knee, whichever one's towards your chest, draw it a little bit more towards your chest. And then inhale and swap. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, swap. Exhale, draw the knee in. Inhale, swap. Exhale, draw the knee in. So just continue with this. And then when you've got the first knee drawn in, hold it there. And then we're going to lift and lower the long leg. So as you inhale, lift it up to parallel or to vertical, sorry. And exhale, bring it back down all the way to the floor or just to the floor. You may like to just tip your heel on the floor and bring it back up again. So leg raises with one knee tucked in. Inhaling to raise, exhaling to lower. Just dook on the floor as you touch your heel, or if you prefer, letting it relax all the way down. So again, just keeping going with this, watching your breath, keeping it smooth. The next time the leg comes down to the floor, keep it down there and swap sides. So now your opposite leg's in and inhale the straight leg up, exhale it down. Again, just touching the heel to the floor or letting the leg go all the way down. Inhaling as it raises up, exhaling as it lowers. Inhaling, bringing it up, and exhale, bend both your knees into the chest now. Pause there for a moment, maybe rock a little side to side, make some circles with your knees. Do what feels nice. I like to do a bit of both. And then you can take your feet down to the floor. So your knees are bent again, feet are flat on the floor. Again, just take a rest there. And then bend your right leg and bring the right foot onto the sort of front of your left knee. Gently press the leg away from you. And you can do that with your hand to begin with, pressing the right thigh away from you, but then keep the pressure on with the thigh itself and take the hand off. So it's quite active with that right leg. And then as you exhale now, draw your left knee towards your left shoulder. And the bottom half of the left leg can be really relaxed. The right foot, keep it active, flexed foot. And then you can wrap your hands around the back of your left thigh and gently draw the knee towards the chest. Keep pressing the right knee away from you then. That side is quite active. The left side is very passive. You're drawing it in with your hands. Keep breathing. And then release that side. Bring your left foot back to the floor, but keep your legs as they are for now. And keep that activation on the right leg. Spread your arms out to the sides. And we're going to bring the sole of the right foot onto the floor. So we're going to be moving into a little twist. So nothing much changes with the legs, except for the right foot goes onto the floor. Turn your head away from the knees and just breathe into this nice gentle twist. So 3 or 4 deep breaths. And then with an exhale, draw the knees back to the center. Use your energy in your core to do this. Stretch your right leg up. Maybe do some ankle twists. Just roll the ankle round and round a few times back the other way. And then bring the leg back down to the floor. And let's do the other side. Bringing the left foot onto the right knee. And again, if you want to, just press the knee away. Press the left thigh, left knee away from your body to begin with a hand. But then keep that pressure on. Take the hand off. Flex the left foot. So this whole left leg is quite active now. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the right knee towards the right chest. Wrap the hands around the back of the thigh or even around the shin if you reach around the shin. And just gently draw the knee towards the right side of your body. Nice deep breaths. Left leg active, right leg passive. Gently release the right foot back down to the floor now. Spread your arms out to the sides. Keep your left foot flexed, and now we're going to take the left foot down to the floor, moving into that twist. Turn the head away from the knees and breathe. When you're ready, draw your knees back to the center. Exhale. Release the left leg, place it back down onto the floor. Keep your feet nice and grounded. You may like to bring your arms down by your sides again now. And we're just going to rock the pelvis backwards and forwards a few times. So as you inhale, arch your back towards the sky. The tailbone will move towards the floor and the gap will get bigger in between your back and the ground. As you exhale, roll the pelvis back. The back will press down into the floor. You'll feel contraction in the front of your body. Inhale, release to go back the other way. Arching up as you inhale with the spine. Pressing it down into the floor as you exhale. Let's just do a few more of those. The next time that you exhale, keep your back pressed into the floor, tailbone sort of lifted up away from the ground. And as you inhale, roll your spine off the ground, lifting the hips up towards bridge. Exhale, roll it back down again. Relax. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, press it into the floor. Inhale, lift the hips away from the ground. Exhale, roll it back down to the floor. Inhale, arch the back. Pelvis is still on the floor. Exhale, press the back into the ground. Inhale, lift the hips up away from the ground. Back peels up away from the floor. Exhale, roll it back down. One more of these. Inhale to arch the back. Exhale, flatten the back into the floor. Inhale to lift the hips off the ground, up into bridge and stay there. Tuck your shoulders a little deeper under the body you might like to. Reach your fingers towards your feet. Press your feet really firmly into the ground. Feel like you're moving your thighs from your hips towards your knees. So you've got this sensation of lengthening from the hips to the knees. The knees are kind of moving away from you. Keep breathing, keep pressing your feet into the floor, squeezing a little with the buttocks. Nice deep breaths. One more breath in. And as you exhale, roll it back down to the floor. Pause there for a moment. If you feel like rocking the pelvis backwards and forwards a bit, feel free. You may also feel like rocking the knees side to side a little. Also, that's nice. Just do what feels good. And then we're going to extend the left leg, bring the right knee to the chest. And as we exhale, gently draw the right knee over the body, across the body to the left side. Extend the right arm out. Turn the head away from the knee and breathe into this nice spinal twist. Supine spinal twist. If you want to make the pose a little more active, press the hand down onto the leg and press the leg back up into the hand. So it will be your left hand onto your right knee or sort of side of the knee. Putting a little bit of pressure into each other. One more breath here. And then as you exhale, draw the knee back to center. Extend the right leg, hug the left knee in. Right hand, onto the outside edge of your left knee and draw it across the body over to the right side, extending the left arm out. And again, this can be passive, just letting the weight of your hand draw the knee towards the floor. Or you can activate the posture a little by pressing the knee and the hand together, causing a little bit of tension there, healthy tension, activating the muscles. Just watch your breaths as you stay in the posture. Keep them smooth and easy, comfortably challenging. When you're ready, with an exhale, draw your knee back to center. And then hug your knees, both of them, back to the chest. And again, just do what feels nice. A little rocking side to side, a little rotation with the knees. And then you can bring your feet back down to the floor and roll yourself over onto your side. So lie on your side, and you may like to keep the knees slightly bent. Sometimes we do this with the legs straight, but today let's keep them slightly bent. So you can support yourself like I am with your hand here, but if that isn't comfortable, you might like to maybe put a cushion on your arm and just lie your head on your arm, or even just lie your head on your arm, whatever works. So support yourself with your front hand, and we're just going to open the top leg and close it. As you inhale, open, and as you exhale, close. And now as you inhale and open, keep it open and bring your foot in, and you can place it on your thigh. As I said before, we quite often do this with the leg straight. So if you want to straighten your leg out, you're welcome to, but you can also do it with the leg bend. You can hold the ankle, or you can let go if you hold it there nice and comfortably. And then take hold of the ankle again and stretch your leg up towards the sky. So as you do this, you might need to slide your hand down the leg a little lower, or you might even be able to take hold of the foot. It's completely up to you. Just find again what feels comfortable. Imagine lifting up and out of your hip, and as you exhale, drawing your foot closer towards your head. Gently release the hold of your foot with your leg, and slowly, slowly, slowly bring your leg down until it's back on top of the other one. Pause there for a moment. And then you can roll over. I'm going to shift ends so that I can stay looking. And find yourself on your side, on this side. Again, if you want to prop yourself with pillows or lie your head on the arm, that's good. So we'll try with the knees bent today. And you can, if you prefer doing it with them straight, you're welcome to do it like that. Inhale, open. Exhale to close. So as you open and close, try to sort of keep the legs in line with each other as if it were. So you're not kind of going off here or coming off here. You're just kind of like a clamshell. You're opening, closing the legs like a clamshell. Inhaling, open, and exhaling, close. As you open this time, keep it open. Draw the heel in towards the groin. Place your foot on your leg. And try to open as much as you can the knee up towards the ceiling. Pause here for a moment. And then you can extend the leg up, keeping hold of your ankle or sliding your hand further down, maybe even taking your foot if you like. Lifting up and out from your hip and seeing if you can draw that foot a little closer to your head with your exhale. And gently releasing the arm first. Keep the leg there. And then slowly, slowly lower the leg down. Bring it back on top of the other one. Pause for a moment. And then roll yourself over onto your front for a moment and come into child pose. And if you like, you can bring a block underneath your forehead or a pillow. Might even like to put a pillow underneath you, lie down onto the pillow. Just relax for a moment, let your back stretch out forwards. And then when you're ready, roll yourself back onto your back for Shavasana. Prepare yourself for complete relaxation. So you may like to cover yourself with a blanket, put a pillow under your head, do anything else that makes you feel comfortable and at ease. Separate the legs, let your feet flop out to the sides. Turn the palms of your hands so they're faced upwards. And take a few moments to wriggle your body into the ground so that you feel really, really comfy. When you're there, take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, you can sigh that breath out and again, just let go a little bit more. Do that a few times, just using your exhale to let go of anything that you would like to let go of right now. And using the inhale to draw into you anything that you would like to receive. After a while, let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. Allow your whole body to melt into the ground. So as you feel ready now, bring your awareness back to your body. Take a deeper breath in and send that breath down into your fingers and your toes, beginning to gently wriggle fingers and toes. Bringing the breath into the hands, the feet, wrists and ankles. Beginning to gently mobilize your arms and your legs, stretching out your body in whatever way feels good. You might like to gather your knees up to your chest, hug them in, and rock a little side to side. Make some circles. Maybe rock your head side to side. And then you can roll over to one side and pause there for a moment, noticing how you feel after the practice before you get up. When you feel ready, push yourself up gently with your hands, maintaining that sensation of relaxation, keeping your back safe, and coming up gently to a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall once again, lengthening through your spine. Gently softening your gaze or closing your eyes. Place your left hand over your heart and your right hand on top. Feel your heart being comforted by the warmth of your hands. Breathe in to your heart center. Feel the qualities of the heart center, of love, unconditional love, of joy, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude. Feel yourself being filled with these qualities. Feel yourself being completely surrounded by these qualities as you inhale and exhale into your heart center. Feel your heart expand with love and joy, gratitude and compassion, forgiveness for yourself and for others. And now gently bring your hands together in prayer pose, lightly pressing your thumbs in towards your heart. And we'll chant together Om 3 times. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale it out completely. Inhale again to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May there be peace within, peace without, and peace in the unseen. Hari Om Tat Sat. Namaste.